Hello crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to make an airplane card using the small die of the month from May 2023. This one's called Flyby Greetings. And to make my background, I used the cloud dies that came with this die set to make a whole bunch of different cards here. Now this is going to be my background. So I am going to just trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4, which is just 1/4 of an inch smaller than my background, than my card front. By doing this, I'll have a nice background for my plane, since the plane is in the sky. Now, there's really not too much I can do with these besides, I suppose I could save them for other cards and put them on the edges. I don't know, I might need something to go right about here, or maybe something to go right about here. So I'm just going to keep these off to the side on my desk for now. If I finish the card and don't need them, they will be going in the recycling bin. But here is what the card front will look like with that dark blue border. I really wanted it to match my Hip Hip Hooray die. Now, if you watched my card kit video, you do know that I have just recently tried the Spellbinders double-sided tape, and I do like it, but I do have a ton of these, so I'm going to use these up. Now, this airplane is one of those dies that looks very intricate when you are seeing the finished product, but it is fairly simple to assemble. I just have to use some reverse tweezers, which I'm going to grab here, and some liquid glue, and that really just makes this whole thing. So let's just start a little easy and do the banner. Now, this banner has 3 different sentiments that you can choose from. You can choose happy birthday, you did it, or hip hip hooray. So I chose to do hip hip hooray because it sounded just adorable, and I thought, you know, maybe this could be a graduation card, but also you did it could also be a graduation card. So why not? I thought this would be a really cute birthday card too for a boy, like a little boy, or really anyone who likes airplanes. It'd be kind of fun to make a birthday card. So I like that they gave us a couple options for our sentiments. And you can see that light blue kind of peeping through. On camera, I don't know if it really shows, but in real life it does look pretty cool. Okay, then for the bottom part of the banner is this piece, and you can see that it's actually etched right there, and that's where I'm going to line up the banner on the back of this piece, following the line. And that just gives the illusion that the banner is folded and is flying in the breeze. Now for this part, there's another little line right there, a curved line. So I'm going to put the glue on the back and put it on right here. So it's kind of going on the other side, right about there. And that's it for the banner. That's really fast, if you ask me. 4 pieces. Okay, now I'm going to work on the plane. So let's just move this over and get all of my pieces. So yeah, there's a lot of pieces, but it's not that hard, I promise. It's not too bad. For this piece of the plane, you could take the inlay piece that this plane cuts out and put it in here. Because I was not thinking when I die cut the plane out, I didn't save that inlay piece. And I also want it to be the accent light yellow color, so I'm just using a scrap that I had just to glue right behind there. Nothing fancy, but it will do the job. See how it makes this strip? Okay. Let's put on the, I don't even know what this might be, the tail wing of the plane, and that's this piece right here, and I'll just line it up with the etching that's on the dark yellow piece. Before you know it, we're going to have a plane. Alright, then for the front propeller piece, we'll put the big piece on first. Then the next biggest oval, this will go kind of in the center of that one. Then I'm going to grab the actual propeller part. Now I die cut this out with silver mirror cardstock, which is just so fun. So I love a shine. Anytime I'm doing a car die or any kind of machinery, I love using either the gold or silver mirror cardstock. And it is a little slippery, so it just needs a second to hold and dry. Okay. Now I almost lost it, but this little tiny piece here goes on top of the propeller, and that will finish off the front. Right about there. Okay, now let's do the wheels. So I want this part to be in the very front. So we're going to build the wheels from the back up, which means I need to take these the blue pieces and glue them on top of the black pieces. Like that. I'll use my gem picker to put those on right about there. I'm not sure why the wheels aren't round. To me that doesn't quite make sense, but it's kind of an artsy plane, so we're going with it. Okay, so for this part I'm going to put the glue on the back of the little leg pieces where the wheels go on, and then I'm going to just hover that over and have it pick it up. Like that. And then kind of slide it to the middle if it needs a little adjusting. Lovely. And thank the Lord that the glue dries clear, because a little squished out. Okay. Now let's work on the glider part. I guess this would technically be the wings. Glider part doesn't sound as technical. All right. These reverse tweezers are really the MVP of the show here. This is also with the silver mirror cardstock. Just really cool. Now, these are what I would call the end pieces. You can see that there's an end piece that has like a short line here. That one goes on the top because the propeller and such is going to cover that area. The big N goes on the left. So if you're making this with me, big N on the left. Okay. Now this die is available for this is a subscription die. So if you are a small die of the month member right now, when this video is going up May 3rd, you will be able to have that in your subscriptions. But if you are not subscribed to the small die of the month, you have to wait until the 6th of May to join. And then from the 6th until I think the 27th, if I remember correctly, you can sign up for this die. So you have some time. And then next month there's something else. So that's kind of the fun part about the subscriptions. There's always something new and they're always different. And you do have the choice to choose, are you interested in it or not? Which is just a nice feature because, you know, sometimes different months of the year you might not want to spend a whole bunch of money, but sometimes you can. So you have the choice to pick and choose what you want and kind of go from there. Now this longer metal piece is going to go on the left again. Since the plane's going to the right, the bigger pieces are going to be on the left. I'm not sure why this one is so much longer, but I'm just going to go with it. If it's a mistake, good for you, because you get to learn from my mistake. Isn't that fun? Okay, now I'm going to put the top part of this wing on, and this is the accent color yellow. So it's going to go on the top and kind of create a shadow of the dark yellow on the bottom. Right about there. And then I'll do the next pieces. So we have this one, which is going to go that way, and this is going to go that way. And now I'm looking at the example that they gave us. Yeah, this one should go before you glue on the silver. So I'm going to see if I can sneak this underneath the silver by just lifting it up. Oh, hooray, I can. So, like I said before, learn from my mistake and you'll be fine. Now this piece goes underneath the dark yellow, which is kind of interesting because the other one went on top. So I don't know, I guess why, but that's just the way the die goes. So I'm going to do that right about there. So it kind of lines up. Looks like a hot dog bun. And then the other piece will go on the front. Right about there. Okay, we are nearly done. I have the plane all put together and I have the wings, I have the banner. Now we just need to connect everything and make it all go together. So let's glue the plane. So the plane will look something like this. So I'm just going to keep my reverse tweezers kind of pinching everything and then just snake the glue in where it needs to stick to the plane. Where the wings need to stick to the plane, that is. Which there's not a whole lot of places to put the glue, so I have to kind of be careful. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Just add a little glue here and there. And then I think I'm going to put just a little bit on the back of the long end, right about there. And then just kind of spread it out. I don't want it to be too globby. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to give the plane a second to dry, and I'm going to put the connecting piece onto my banner. And there's these little nubs here, and that is for these circles to go on. So they just rest right about there. All right, I think I am ready to put it on my background. Let's see how everything looks. I hope it is what my art brain envisioned. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. So the tail part of this plane is where the banner is coming out from. So it's going to go right about here. And because I'm using the silver mirrored cardstock, I am just going to take a second to let this dry. So as this is drying, yeah, see, that wasn't long enough. Okay. As I am letting this dry, I just want to talk about some of the other subscriptions for this month. There is a clear stamp and a coordinating die that is really cute. It's almost a full card front, all birthday themed. There's the die of the month, which is this one, the small die. There is the large die, which is a fun banner and balloon card. There's the stitch die, which is one of my favorite subscriptions, and it's the stitched balloons, which is really pretty, and it's a whole card front, so that's awesome. Then there's the glimmer one, which is a balloon kind of shaker window, but if you're not into shakers, you don't have to turn them into shakers. And then of course the embossing folders. There's the 3D embossing folder, which is a balloon and banner kind of 3D look. And then the regular embossing folder is a whole bunch of candles. So it's really fun this month. It's kind of birthday-ish, which is kind of on trend for Spellbinders. They typically have some birthday themed things in the summer here. Okay, now to put this onto my card front, I am going to use some dimensional foam. I think I'm just going to use some foam that I had left over from this card kit that I was just using, because why not? It's in my stash. Plus it's on my desk, so I don't even have to dig for it. Now that I have all the foam on my plane and my banner and all of the foam release tape off, I'm ready to flip it over and put it on my card. Now I'm going to use 2 reverse tweezers. I know, extra, but this is kind of delicate and I don't want to have any mishaps here. So I'm going to flip it over and hope for the best. Okay. I think I'd like to have it go right about there. I notice a teeny bit of foam peeking out, so I am going to just kind of squish the foam under the plane. There we go. And then press down. Oh, I love it. This is so cute. I love the way that this turned out. How fun. Okay, I do need to add embellishments because I can't help myself. So I'm going to add the fashion silver ones. And I'll add the tiniest ones because I don't want it to be too distracting or anything. Oh, should I add it there? And on the wheels? I should. Yeah, that's happening. Okay. I should have just done that in the beginning. Should have thought about that before, but here we are. Okay. I like the way that that looks. Hooray. That just looks so cute. Okay. Then I'm going to add some just kind of floating in the sky because why not? That's totally normal, right? Cute embellishments flying all over the sky. Totally. Let's do one more and make it a 5. Make 5 of them. We'll call that good. Oh, for cute. Okay. Well, I love this one. It's really hard to make ugly things with Spellbinders dies. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this or have made it along with me, let me know what color airplane you made your airplane, and in general, let me know what you think about this one in the comments. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get to craft soon. We'll see you next time. Bye!